Good morning, boys and girls from 3rd of primary. Welcome to a new video. I hope you had an amazing weekend. You could rest and enjoy. Today, we're going to continue learning about plants and natural science. As you may remember, last week we saw how to classify plants depending on their stem. We have trees, bushes, and grasses. Today, we're going to continue with this classification, and we are going to classify plants depending on their reproduction. But before starting with the classification, we should know how plants reproduce. And plants reproduce using seeds. You probably knew about this, but do all plants reproduce using seeds? Okay, we will find out at the end of this video. So we are going to classify plants depending on their reproduction. And plants can be flowering or non-flowering. As you may know or you may guess, flowering plants are those plants that have flowers, and non-flowering plants are those plants that don't have flowers. This is very easy, right? Okay, we're going in detail for flowering plants, because flowering plants at the same time can be classified into two different groups, angiosperms and gymnosperms. I know these are strange words, but we have to learn them. Well, the angiosperms plants, an example is the apple tree. Okay, the apple tree has flowers, and these flowers are transformed into a fruit, which is the apple. Yes, you heard properly. From the flower, we have the fruit. Flower is transformed into the fruit. And then inside the fruit, we have the seeds. Yes, you know this, I know, but I have to tell you, when this fruit falls into the ground, a new plant can grow. Here you've got a couple of videos in YouTube about the apple tree and how the flower is transformed into the fruit. These are very interesting. Now we are going to learn about gymnosperms plants. For example, the pine tree. First, we have to say that gymnosperm plants are usually evergreen. For example, for the apple tree has flowers, but these flowers do not transform into a fruit. They transform into what we call cones. You probably saw many of these. And then inside the cones, we have the seeds. And from the seeds, a new plant can grow. This is very easy, right? Well, now we are learning about non-flowering plants. Of course, non-flowering plants don't have flowers. If they don't have flowers, they can't develop into a fruit or a cone. So they don't have seeds inside. So non-flowering plants can't reproduce with seeds. So this is the answer from before. Not all plants reproduce with seeds. So then, how do they reproduce? Well, they reproduce using spores. These are very tiny capsules that can spread out thanks to the wind. Yes, to the wind. And when these spores land into a new surface, a new plant can grow. It's very easy, right? Examples of these types of plants are the ferns or the mosses. Here you've got a video that explains more about non-flowering plants. Okay, so summarizing, we can say that depending on their reproduction, plants can be flowering or non-flowering. In flowering plants, we have angiosperms or gymnosperms. Remember, angiosperms plants have flowers, fruits, very important, and seeds. An example is the apple tree. And gymnosperm flowers are usually evergreen, have flowers, but they don't have fruits. They have cones. They also have seeds. And an example is the pine tree. Non-flowering plants, of course, don't have flowers. They use spores to reproduce. These spores are taken by the wind and land in a new surface when a new plant can grow. Some examples are mosses and ferns. Well, now let's see what work should we do for this part of the unit. First, as always, watch the video until you understand and know the types of reproduction. You can watch the video as many times as you need. You can also look at the Natural Science book for more information or at the videos that I put you in the presentation. Then, you can copy this summary in your notebook. You can add more information that you find in your book or in the internet and add photos or drawings. Remember, first we write the date, then today's title, and then we do today's work. I know that you are doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for your attention. You are doing a very good job and we are so proud of you. I'll see you the next time. Hugs and kisses.